Now welcome to a review of the first 2 episodes of Agatha All Along on Disney+. There will be some spoilers in this, so if you haven't seen it and you don't want anything ruined, it's a good time to click away.
You have to sing the title. That's the whole point, right? Agatha.
There was enough singing in there.
I liked the singing.
It was better than other singing in witch shows lately.
You mean,
though it was the power of many.
There was a coven. How come they didn't sing the power of many
It was
song?
the power of many that they were tapping into.
I felt cheated that they didn't sing the song from the Acolyte, that they had to make their own song.
That would have been incredible if they did use something very similar.
It would have been incredibly bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, the song was fine.
Okay, why don't we start by talking a little bit about episode 1. What did you think about Seekest Thou the Road?
I was bored at first.
I actually was too, and I wasn't caring for it. I didn't like this I'm a crass policewoman thing.
Nah, she didn't sell that well.
I got it later because
yeah,
obviously she's trapped kind of in her own mind, and she's trapped being a sitcom. In
a bad cop show is what it felt like.
Apparently that's the current sitcom, because it sounds like all of her neighbors humor her every time.
Yeah, where she's like doing some true crime stuff.
Yeah, he said she was into true crime lately.
Yeah.
Meaning she's been probably
switching
all over the board.
Yeah, probably.
So I was much better once that was out in the open.
I would agree. Like I said, the first half of the first episode, I was really like, oh my goodness, this is rough.
Yeah, I wasn't down with that.
No.
It was so slow feeling too, because I was like, it's Wanda. The trailer showed us that it was Wanda. She was crushed, get it? Crushed because she was crushed in the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness when the whole temple collapsed on her. Crushed.
We get it.
We get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like her deep psyche, her brain trying to tell her that Wanda was dead. Because obviously she wasn't really seeing a body.
No. It was very kind of, I don't want to say confusing per se, but it was like, who exactly is seeing what? It was kind of one of those deals, like what is actually the reality here?
Yes. All right, episode 2, I actually started liking the show.
Oh, we're done with 1 right away?
Well, 1 was kind of slow.
Yeah.
Kind of boring-ish.
It was.
Yeah.
I agree.
So
episode 2 was better.
Yeah, the circle sewn with fate, unlock the hidden gate. I have a feeling that the episode titles are all going to be the lyrics to the Witch's Road song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was really starting to get into it during episode 2. A lot of things started feeling a little more natural, I guess you could say, as far as story progression of I have to gather a coven because it's the witches. Things were making sense within the story about why she was putting a team together.
Yeah, I mean, kind of making sense, sure.
It makes sense with her past, because in her past she had a coven that she betrayed. I thought it was like the Salem 7 that looked like these bad witches. Yeah.
Yes.
I wonder if they're the people that she betrayed in the past.
That's what I
we saw that old thing where her blasted and she sucked up all their powers.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're one and the same, yeah.
I do wonder why, for lack of a better name, Blackheart?
Yeah.
Why she couldn't kill Agatha even though she had no power?
I don't know.
Yeah, that confused me a little, because the Salem 7 seemed like they were going to have no problem coming in there and just killing her.
Yeah, I was confused about what her role or part is in all of
this.
They
obviously have some sort of history because she hated her, when she didn't know why. So there's something
it was weird, she's
that ties them together.
Yeah, because she's kind of like helping her remember in a way. She's kind of on her side, and then she remembers and is like, haha, I'm just going to let you die now. Or it's like, oh, okay, but why were you...
Somehow they are tied together some way.
Is it because she can't kill her, but if she helps her remember, then the Salem 7 will come, so she just kind of set her up.
Somebody else will kill her.
Yeah, is that what's going on there?
I don't know. We do not have the story.
Yeah, I expected a little more from that and didn't really...
We'll get more, I'm sure. We also have, for a lack of a better name, Toto.
Is that... What is it? Did we actually... Because we didn't hear him say his name because of the weird...
yeah, because it looked like it had an M, I thought. Was that an M that crossed the mouth? There was definitely a letter. I wasn't paying quite enough attention at that point.
Yeah, but anytime he was trying to talk about himself, she couldn't hear it or couldn't read his lips or something was going wrong. Yeah, so there's some kind of connection, obviously.
Well, and then she's got the locket with a little lock of hair in it, and when she was trapped in her memories, she had that room with Nick, and she was sobbing, looked like. So part of me wonders, is like he connected to her past? We had to make sure we mentioned what a blood witch was.
Yeah, you're right.
A descendant of a blood descendant of a witch.
Okay, yeah.
Could Nick be a descendant from Agatha? Possibly.
Possibly. It seems like that's the most obvious answer.
It might not be like her child, but it might be like her child's child.
Yeah, because she's been around for a while. She could have some
centuries.
Yeah, some ancestors going on.
Yeah, that she might not know who it is.
There's certainly a connection there. And like you said, with the mentioning the Blood Witch thing, now that I think about it, that's usually key when they decide to mention something. But no, this episode was certainly better than the first one. I don't know that I was like on the edge of my seat like, oh, this is great. But I was like, I'm at least mildly entertained right now by it. Yeah.
I kind of like that they're establishing all of these, like, here's all these rules with witchcraft. They live for a long time. She's bound because, I was like, okay, well, her coven is very interesting.
Sure.
They each have their own reasons, but she's still trying to, like, trick them into blasting her so she can just steal power.
Yeah, it felt a little fast. It's just like, put the team together. This is the episode where we introduce the other, like, 4 witches or whatever. It's like, all right.
Do you think she actually has been down the witch's road before, or was she lying?
I think she's lying.
Yeah, because she's like, oh yeah, it happened so much faster last time, and she immediately tried to tick them off to blast her. Yeah. And she seemed almost surprised to see the door show up.
She seemed very surprised, yeah. So was I.
Were you? Were you really?
I was actually surprised. I thought there was just like this kind of like full-on failure coming.
I was surprised Toto didn't run downstairs faster to warn them about the approaching witches.
He had to come down at the right time to be the first one to go down the steps.
To be like, bye, down the stairs.
Yeah, as soon as I seen the 7 doing their weird stuff, I'm not going outside. I'm just like leaving. They're not coming for me.
No.
Let them have Agatha. That's fine.
Oh my gosh. What about? Oh my gosh, what's her name? Mrs. Davis, who's the substitute Earth Witch?
Yeah.
Who seems to obviously not be a witch at all.
Just good with the earth. Good with growing things or gardening, so yeah.
She has a green thumb, and Agatha's like, yeah, look, we got an Earth Witch. We're good.
Maybe that's, maybe people who are good at gardening have a little witch in them.
No, I don't think she's got any witch in her.
It's just kind of joking.
It's kind of adorable, because she's playing that little,
she's from that 70s show. That's where I know her from, yeah.
She's the cute little old woman who's just going along, I'll grab my purse. Let's go. Oh, we're singing. I don't know the song. She's adorable. Adorable.
Which is what she's supposed to be. Yeah.
So it'll be
she's
going
to turn out
to
be
the
evil one somehow, some way, yes.
It'll just be fun as the episodes progress to see how much does she really get what's going on here, or is she just along for the ride?
I mean, could you imagine you're just doing your gardening, someone invites you over to a party, and the next thing you know, you're like going underground and following a path?
Yeah.
Kind of strange. But she's cool with it.
I was confused at first with the whole, why did they all take off their shoes at the end? So then I cheated. I looked it up.
Yeah.
I did.
And you informed me.
I did.
And now you're going to inform everyone else.
I am. Because in the end credits, there's all those little, like, news clippings and whatnots. The credits actually have a passage that explained why they take their shoes off. It said, "Ye shall remove your shoes before touching the hallowed ground. In order to connect to the power of the earth, you must touch your feet to the soil and channel her divine magic through you. There must be nothing in between, no rubber, no wood, not a soul, just your soul."
No wooden shoes, unfortunately.
Nope. Barefoot. Because it's hallowed ground for the witches.
All right, well, let's wrap it up. How did you feel about these first 2 overall, then? Are you excited for more? Are you like,
I'm glad they did a 2-episode premiere, because if I would have just watched episode 1, I don't know if it would be enough to excite me to just go, yeah, let's keep going. So I'm glad it was a 2-episode premiere. The episodes seemed decent in length, too.
Yeah, they were like 40 minutes each.
Yeah,
so take out credits and stuff, yeah.
You know what? So far, so good. I'm down for a fun little witchy romp from just in time. It'll be ending like right before Halloween.
Yeah.
So guess I'm heading down the witch's road with the rest of them.
I will agree with you that the first episode, had that been it, I would have been like, oh my goodness, this looks terrible. And the second one was better. I don't know that I'm really like vested in the character or the story going into it, which is part of the problem. Yeah. Okay. I didn't really care about Agatha so much in WandaVision. She was fine. I mean, she's a good character for that show, don't get me wrong. But I don't know that I was like, oh, I can't wait to learn more about this character. And I know she's from the comics too, don't get me wrong. But you know what I'm saying. So it's, I'm not like fully on the hook, but I'm certainly willing to see where this goes and if it gets more interesting. And I hope it does. Because it was just like, it was fine.
I liked that they inserted more adult humor too.
Yeah,
She has a little bit of a potty mouth at times.
Yeah, she plays the role well, which is why I think part of the reason the first episode falls flat is because she doesn't
feel
kind
like
of
her.
the bitchy not really bitchy, but you know what I mean, kind of
the ace detective. I'm a tough.
Cop,
I have no good personal life because my.
Yeah, I mean, it was very cliche. Yeah, so I was like, oh,
Blackheart totally called it out. Oh, yep, you can't have a good personal life and be good at your job.
Yeah,
because it was sitcom cliche, and that's what she was portraying.
Yeah. But at first I was like, well, she's just not doing it. Because I had no idea how much of this or how little of this we're getting.
I was like, if this is going to be more of the same along this road, I am not going to be on board.
Yeah, she does Agatha. Once she's full witch mode, she's much, much more entertaining, shall we say.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, well, I guess that's going to be all we got for you this time. Now it is your turn. Take to the comments below. Tell us what you thought of the first 2 episodes of Agatha all along. And let's talk some Marvel. And so, until next time, thanks for watching.